It's really big, the iPad Pro, about 13 inches diagonally, and that's about 1.5 times the size of the iPad mini. But when you stop and look at it, it's not actually any bigger than most of the laptops we carry. And most of us who have those have them for the keyboard, so we can type documents when we're traveling or at home. The iPad Pro works with a keyboard, but it will cost you an extra $169 on top of the $799 you'll be paying for the cheapest model of the iPad Pro. You can do everything on the iPad Pro that you could do with the previous iPads, but the screen quality is that much better, and the sound quality is noticeably better.
Yeah, you used to call me on my cell phone.
It now has 4 speakers, and Apple says it's 3 times louder than the other iPads. The screen quality is great, but it's hard to see yourself leaning back and holding up something this big to watch a movie or read a book. Where the screen size does come in handy is if you fold up the keyboard and set it on a table or on your lap to type. The keyboard plugs into a new port that we've never seen before on the iPad, and you can imagine it might be used for other types of accessories in the future. So what can you do with the screen this big? Well, they brought multitasking, looking at 2 apps at once to iOS 9, but now you can actually look at 2 full-size apps at the same time. And then there's the Bluetooth-enabled Apple Pencil for $99. The stylus that Steve Jobs had rallied against for years seems like the perfect tool for someone like CNN graphic artist Sophia. What makes drawing on the iPad Pro different from the other devices you've used?
It mimics really drawing on paper so closely.
The old-fashioned way.
Yeah, exactly. The fact that when you press harder, it gets darker. You can blend, you can smudge.
So would you use one of these instead of what you're using now?
Definitely.
But what about the $799 price tag?
I don't know. I'm kind of sold.
You can see its full potential in images that Norwegian artist Nikolai Lockertsen has drawn using the Apple Pencil on the iPad Pro. If you want something small and nimble, you're probably better off sticking with one of the other iPads. But if you're a graphic artist or somebody who needs a keyboard, the iPad Pro is narrowing the gap between a tablet and a laptop.